So Presley, you have a front row seat into one of our missions, right? Where we want to empower our communities to thrive. So what does that look like for you on a daily basis with what you do in your role here at EMPACT as the EDA manager? And then kind of what does that look like for your team members that you lead on a daily basis to help us, empower our communities to thrive?
Absolutely. So there's kind of two sides to that with everything that I do. I've got the joint use specific side where I'm taking our data collection and I'm putting it into our models. I'm making sure that we're adding in what the co-op has requested and that we're making any of those adjustments to meet the co-op standards and our NESC standards as well, and providing that deliverable to them so that they can take what they need to serve their community in a way that they're available to. And then I'm also working with our new hires and who we call our veterans that have been here a little bit longer, making sure that they have all of the resources that they need so that they can provide the best quality of work up to our impact standard. And that if there's anything that they need, we have a process for it. We are able to ask the questions that we need to who we need, and everybody's always available to us to be able to do that. And I think the way that we do that is so incredible with how our community here has been created and the environment and culture that we have, where you can walk into that bullpen and you're gonna see some of us just like locked in at our computer knocking out work, and then you're gonna see a group of people around a computer working together to maybe find a solution to a difficult situation. And then you're also gonna see some of us just like blowing off a little bits of steam at a time. We're just enjoying each other's company before we go back into work. And I think having an environment like that where I can have 100% confidence in the people that I have on my team, that when a shift is bound to happen, we know it's going to happen.
Yeah, I've noticed with how you and your team members go about working, it really seems like obviously our clients are very important, right, with what we do for our clients, but it really seems like you guys start from internally first, where you want to take care of each other first and make sure that they're prepared and equipped to do their job, and then they're empowered. That way, if they're taking care of that, then we know it seems like the end client is then taken care of. Is that kind of how y'all go about it?
Yes, because you can't pour from an empty cup. So you have to be able to be thriving within your community first so that you have all of the drive to continue to put out this high quality so that you can pour into our mission of being able to serve these communities so that they can thrive.
Is there a moment that really sticks out in your mind where there was a personal matter that really affected you, or you kind of saw how the things that you're speaking on really matter to you from a personal standpoint?
Absolutely. I had my accident last year where I wasn't available to come into work and I needed time to be at home and to heal. And the first thing that our impact leaders did was make sure that I had those resources as a person first. Work wasn't even on anybody's mind. I just was taking care of there first, and then whenever I was ready and wanted to get some work done for my sanity, and because I love the work that I do, our leaders again were just available with all of those resources so I could stay home and heal, and I could do the work that we want to do. And I think by having those resources available and having that level of care for our people here, that we're able to thrive as a person first and then come in as an employee and thrive. And then that also feeds into our whole culture in the bullpen, as teammates, and being able to kind of feed off of each other in that way. And if we're doing that, then we are more effective in the work that we do. We have a higher level of ownership in the work that we do when we feel that way. And in turn, that will produce the highest quality that we're capable of when we really have that ownership and that pride in what we do, so that we can then in turn serve those communities, because that's the greatest thing that we can do, is make sure that these people are getting what they need. And that just comes back into making sure that we've got what we need so that we can just keep that domino effect rolling.